Hi, I'm Dr. Tanya. Welcome to my show. I'm coming to you every Tuesday with tips for how to keep your family healthy and safe. Please subscribe if you haven't already and share with your friends and ask them to subscribe too. Today we're talking about safely grocery shopping in the era of COVID-19. These are some tips that I've developed that help me and my family and hopefully will help protect your family as well. So the first thing I like to do is keep a shopping list in the order of the grocery store. So that way if you go from produce all the way over to, let's say, the bread aisle, that's the way you're going to organize your grocery list. So that way you can be efficient when you go to the grocery store and get in and out as quickly as possible. When I drive into the parking lot of the grocery store, I kind of look around and make sure there aren't too many cars. And if there are, I will leave and go back at a more non-peak time. So where I live, and hopefully where you live too, it's actually recommended now that everybody wears a mask when they're out, or any sort of face shield or covering when they're out in public. So before I get out of the car, I'm going to take this with the loops, not touch the front or the inside, and put it on my face. Now I'm not going to wear it for the segment because it's too hard to hear me. But you want to have a mask on when you get out of your car. If you want to wear gloves when you go to the grocery store, I'm going to show you how to safely do that as well. And then I like to prepare by having my credit card in a Ziploc bag. Whatever you're going to use to pay should be separate, so you're not taking your whole wallet and purse into the grocery store where you're touching things, touching them, and then putting germs back into your purse that you're going to carry with you later on. I also put my phone in a Ziploc bag, and you can actually use it. Face ID works, touching works through the Ziploc bag. So I usually put those in a pocket before I go in, knowing that these clothes are going to be taken off and washed when I get home, and they're going to be considered contaminated. You could also carry these items in a separate bag that is going to be cleaned and considered contaminated when you get home. So if you want to wear gloves, you have to know that as you touch things, the gloves themselves are now dirty. Gloves don't automatically make everything clean. So if you're putting gloves on, you have to do it like a surgeon, where you put it on by just touching the edges. There you go. So this is keeping germs off my skin, but if as I'm shopping I touch my face, touch my phone, touch other things, the germs are going to get there. So now my gloves remind me that my hands are always contaminated. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take a disinfectant wipe and wipe off that shopping cart. Some grocery stores supply them for you. I bring my own in a little Ziploc bag as well. So as you're going through the grocery store, we want to try not to touch items that we are not going to buy because we don't want to share germs with other people. So we're going to be very specific. And anything that we pick up is going to go into our shopping cart. When you're going for produce, I like to take one of those big produce bags, turn it inside out, and grab my produce. That way I'm not touching everything to keep everybody else safe as well. And then it can go into my shopping cart or into my shopping bag. You're going to get all the items that you want. Again, my hands are now dirty. Putting them all in my bag. Clearly you'd be a little more careful, especially if you have eggs and other breakable items. So this is now my shopping bag or my shopping cart. And I'm going to the counter to check out. Again, my gloves are contaminated. So I'm going to take everything out and put it so they can check it out, or you can go to a self-checkout kiosk if you prefer. Just know that even if I see some people wiping their groceries before they put in their bag, if the checkout people are again handling them, that sort of defeats the purpose. So I like to wait till I get home to wipe everything off. So then I might take off one glove inside out and throw it away to then present my credit card. Now don't forget, anything that I touch is dirty, so this is now dirty. I'm going to check out or hand it to them. Again, this is dirty, needs to be cleaned when I get home and back into my pocket. And again, this is all going to be cleaned when I get home. So before I get in my car, I take off my gloves and dispose of them in a trash can. So now my hands are sort of clean, but not completely because I have touched my car, maybe touching the groceries again. So they're the best they can be right now, but I know that I need to clean them thoroughly when I get home. I'm going to take another disinfecting wipe when I get into my car, and I'm going to clean my hands if it's a hand wipe. If it's a surface wipe, I'm going to use it to clean my steering wheel, anything else around me in the car, which again, I'm going to also clean after I get home. So now I get home with my groceries. What I like to do is put all the grocery bags by the front door. and have a decontamination / dirty area. And I like to lay down trash bags because those are really easy to make dirty and clean areas and then throw them away afterwards, or you could use a towel that you actually wash. And this is going to be my clean area inside the house. So again, I know my hands are dirty, so I'm going to empty the grocery bag, just like you would do if you got a delivery at your house. You're going to empty the bag into the area that needs to be cleaned. This is then going to get thrown out or put in my garage for a few days to reuse it, because I know that the virus can't live on bags for more than a few days. So if it's sitting in my garage, it should be okay. I am then going to wash my hands really well. Take a disinfectant wipe off all the groceries before putting them in the clean area inside of my house. Once they're all fully cleaned, then my kids or my husband can put them away. Fruits and vegetables I wipe off. I'm again going to wash them with soap and water before I eat them. And then I'm still dirty, right? So I need to do a really good job of washing my hands, disinfecting my phone, my credit card, taking off my clothes and washing them. So let's do a quick hand washing lesson. Okay, you're going to get your hands wet and put soap on them. You're going to scrub the palms, the backs, the thumbs, even the wrists. And notice I'm not wearing any jewelry or watches. And then your fingernails. And then 20 seconds, rinse with water, take the paper towel to turn off the faucet, and dry your hands. And now I'm clean and ready to touch the clean food and make dinner for my family. Of course, I've also showered and changed my clothes already. So I hope that gave you some good tips for how to keep your family safe when you do go to the grocery store. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, tell your friends the same, and tune in next week for the next segment of Dr. Tanya. Stay safe and healthy.